And we're live.
And we're live. All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the channel. I am streaming this week's draw stream from my YouTube channel. Yay! I'm the host. All right. So today we're working on different stuff. All right. And yeah. Let's see. I finished up. I'll solo myself real quick. Aha. Finished up the commission for Matt. I'm going to do a couple of more details, but as you can see, the signature is already down. That means it's basically done.
That means the piece is telling you it's done.
That's right. That's when it tells me it's done. That's when I'm tired of looking at it. But yeah, that's some detail shots of it. Like I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. It's more or less what I was thinking. Like I said, I'll add a couple of details to it. That's for the most part what I wanted. All that gravel is not part of my studio or the study room I was in yesterday. I am streaming from outside, the wonderful outdoors. The fates conspire against me, and still I am able to stream. You'll hear some traffic noises, by the way. All right. All right, Ben, let's look at what you've got over here somewhere. There we go. Solo layout.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
So yeah, this is the page I'm working on for the bonus story in Tricks and Treats, Volume 1. So I can angle my camera up a little bit better there. So here we have the planet Earth with some energy beam kind of shooting down to Earth. And then in the second panel, we see where the beam's going to. It's going to this farmhouse. It's out in, I don't know, I like Colorado. That's where I want to be. So that's what I drew here. It's kind of a Colorado-ish scene here. Pine trees and mountains in the background.
That looks really cool. I like that. I don't think I got to see that much detail yesterday, but it looks really good. Amanda says hi. Hi,
Hey, Amanda.
Yeah, that looks really good. I like that first and second shot. That was a really good choice of direction there.
Yeah, I wanted to frame in the house because the house is kind of the point of attention here. So I framed in the house with these two posts.
Yeah.
And then this clear path kind of pointing towards it.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
that's looking good.
Thanks. And then I was studying some Alex Raymond artwork and some Butch Geist artwork. Because I didn't know what to do with the clouds. Like, how do those guys do clouds? So I was studying their artwork. And I got these ideas from them. I like the way this panel turned out. Really happy with it.
Yeah. Should be. It's really good.
Thanks.
All right. Show my gravel again. And I will. I think that's about right.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. I had to put some tape down to mark where my stand was. Someday life will be easier. I just know it has to be.
Today's not that day.
Today's not that day. I was telling Matt the other day, I know Jesus loves me, but this world makes it real hard for him sometimes.
It's getting windy there?
Yeah, a little bit. Are you getting some of the wind in the microphone?
Yeah.
Blah. 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 Okay, how about that?
So far, so good.
A little better.
Yeah.
I swear, I find the one spot that doesn't have any wind, and the wind's like, "Oh, you were hiding." Oh, I'm sorry.
I found you.
Peekaboo! I've ruined your stream.
Sucker.
That's fine. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that I will, but I was hoping to have this page done by tonight.
Yeah.
I've still got good ways to go. But I feel like I made pretty good progress for just having started yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really
Like-
good. Like, it looks like a couple of days worth of work there.
Yeah, like I did the layouts on it. Like I just started the layouts yesterday on it, and so
Yeah.
from pencils to inks.
So, I was going to ask you, did you watch Svengoolie last night?
I did.
I like that movie they showed. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was called?
No.
It was called The House of Horrors.
Horrors. I was going to say terrors, but I was like, I'm losing confidence in my memory right now. Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, like Crystal and I were talking about that last night. I think that's the very first Svengoolie movie that I caught Svengoolie.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, like it previously aired it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was flipping through the channels, and I was like, "Oh, this must be that show Svengoolie." And yeah, ever since then, like I try to watch it whenever we can.
Yeah. How did you hear about Svengoolie again? Wasn't it like a convention or something?
Yeah, I was at a convention, and this guy comes up to me and is like, "Can you draw Svengoolie?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm, sure." Who's that?
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, I had to do a Google search, and he's like, "You've never heard of Svengoolie?" I'm like, no. So yeah, I thought it was like a cable show. I didn't realize it was just like regular network television.
Yeah.
I never heard of it before, but yeah, like after that, I was like, cool.
That's pretty cool.
And I've been hooked ever since.
I remember you and Crystal asked me. I think we went to IHOP or something like that, eating some pancakes, and you and Crystal had asked, like, "Have you ever heard of Svengoolie?" And I said, I've heard of Svengali. I think that's part of a title of a movie. Good golly, Svengali or something. But no, I'd never heard of it before that day. I guess it's a big deal.
I guess so. How long have you been watching it now?
Oh, on and off, but like ever since you told me about it, so that's probably been about maybe 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that.
It wasn't that long ago.
No,
I didn't think it was that long ago.
it feels like that long ago, dude. I don't know when it was. It's forever ago.
I don't know. Maybe it was. I'm old. Time's flying differently for me.
Me and Amanda were talking about this the other day. Yesterday, I mean. Getting old too. Do you have like false memories? We both have had like times in our lives where we're like, did that happen, or did I imagine that, or was that a dream? And it was dull enough to where it could very well be real life. It's not an exciting dream, but like it's also kind of weird enough to where like it's going to change the way I go forward with this decision if that wasn't real.
I don't know. Like, how would I know if I did or if I didn't?
Well, like you've never had like that doubt in your mind, like, wait, did that happen, or was that not a thing that actually happened to me?
Um, Sometimes, like, that's usually like first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, did we do this yesterday? Was that just a dream? It's usually the way that works for me.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll like think that I've had a conversation with someone about something, and I'll
Yeah.
be like, wait, did I? Is that an actual thing that happened? Because sometimes my brain lies to me.
So kind of like the Mandela effect.
Yeah, something like that. Only like on a much, much smaller scale. Are there any Mandela effects that you've experienced?
Well, I mean, there's like the mirror, mirror on the wall one.
Oh yeah, you remember it from the movie?
Yeah. Yep, that's the way I remember it.
Hmm. The one that got me was Nelson Mandela. Like the first time I heard about it,
Yeah.
I was like, no, he died in like the 90s. I thought because I remember watching a funeral and thinking, oh, that's for Nelson Mandela or something. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know who said something that sounded like that. But yeah.
Amanda says you can tell him about my smoker memory.
Oh yeah. So sometimes
Well, there's your problem if you're smoking something.
maybe she's not smoking enough or something. You know what I mean? Um, no, so like I guess sometime after she graduated from tech, she started having these false memories of being a smoker.
Interesting.
Yeah, like there would be times like after a stressful day where she would like want to smoke something, like smoke a cigarette, and she'd be like, "Wait, I don't smoke. I I don't know what I'm craving, but I don't think it's a cigarette. I've never smoked before." So she's yeah, she's got some of those false memories in there too. Um, I've never had anything that major to where I'm like, I don't know if there's a part of my life that I just kind of forgot. I have had dreams where I wake up and I feel bad. I'm like, oh no, did I forget that I was dating somebody and then I broke up with them to date a man? That happened to me once, and I felt miserable all day because for like the first 2 minutes of being awake, I was like, oh, did I? Did that happen? The dream was real vivid. I don't know if that was a memory or not. These birds. I don't know. Can you hear the birds?
Yeah, a little bit.
Man, they're going crazy. They're going cuckoo bananas for being YouTube sensations.
Yeah. They're hoping Ryan Seacrest hears them or something.
Yeah.
I gotta step away for a little bit. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
All right. All right. So, uh, here's what I'm doing right now. I am just adding itty bitty little details into the grass that are probably real hard to see, um, but doing it anyway because it's my commission. I get to do whatever I want on it. Once again, the prompt was not directly from the backer, who his name is Matt. He kind of gave us free reign over it, but I know him pretty well, and I think he'd want zombies, so I'm giving him zombies. This scene kind of came together just because of some sketches I did. I put some thumbnails off to the side over here. Um, Initially, I was gonna have this guy come out of his grave or something, but I was like, no, I can put that back here. That's not as exciting as this guy like flipping open his coffin and popping out, being like, "What's going on?" or something. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know if he can talk. I don't know how zombies do much of anything like talk if they don't have lips. They still pronounce the letter P. One of my favorite Halloween movies is Return of the Living Dead. And in that movie, they capture like the upper torso of a zombie, and she's like flailing around and freaking out. But like they interrogate her, and they're like, "What? Like, why did you guys want to kill us?" And she's like, "We just want brains." I don't know how she pronounces the P in brains. That always bugged me. But it's a good movie. It's enjoyable. I've said it before. It's kind of campy and silly, but it's very aware of that, and it still has fun by itself. Um, at its own expense sometimes. Um, Not a whole lot more I can do to this, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the way this is going. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there before I ruin this. I personally feel like I've over textured this drawing already, but it's fine. It's probably fine, unless it isn't.
It's fine.
All right, there you go. We got a second opinion. All right. So, how many more pages you got on that story that you're working
on? So this is the first one. 2 previously finished ones, so 4 after this one.
4 after that one. Not bad.
Yeah.
How's
one of them?
Yeah.
I'll say one of them's a splash page, so it shouldn't take me too long.
Yeah. And you say the story was already done, or it's still tightening up a little bit here and there?
The action of the page is already done, so like I know what to draw on each page.
Yeah.
The dialogue boxes, that still could change.
Okay.
Yeah, this story is written more like a prose kind of narration.
Yeah.
Not really from the perspective of the characters. Like, the characters aren't talking or anything like that.
That summer breeze
makes you feel fine.
To the castle in my mind, or maybe there's some Wi-Fi in a quiet room.
Maybe. If you're good.
I'm hopeless.
If life deems you worthy. As I was researching how to take on these clouds for that second panel,
yeah,
it did make me to give you an idea. Like maybe one of these days on our streams, what we can do is like pull up pictures from artists that we like and pick out certain things that certain techniques they use, I guess, and
Yeah.
you can try and replicate that.
Yeah, just do a study
Yeah,
stream.
yeah. Study an artist.
That'd be cool. Just need to find an artist that is better than us. That should be pretty easy.
Yeah, we could just throw a rocket, hit one of those. One of those construction guys across the street. Listen to Kenny Chesney, probably draws better than us.
Heck yeah, dude. Alright. So, oh, it's done. Okay. Oh, that's right. The reason I was going to bring up that movie last night is, one, yes, it was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. But also, I'm going to ask you something about critiques, because that movie had to deal with critiques and such.
Yeah, it did.
What would be your advice to a young artist when it comes to critiques? Either giving or receiving critiques.
Well, I guess when it comes to receiving critiques,
Yeah.
be open.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take anything they say personally, I guess.
Yeah.
And learn from it and ask yourself, is what they're saying true? Do I really have this weakness if it's a weakness?
Mm-hmm.
And then opposite of that would be if somebody says you're really good at something,
Yeah.
don't let that make you lazy in that area. Keep on practicing, because that could be something that happens to you. Like someone tells you you're really good at anatomy, and so you quit learning anatomy because you think you got it now because somebody paid you a compliment once.
Yeah.
And so you just start practicing other stuff like buildings or cars or something, and then your anatomy actually falls behind.
Yeah.
So I'll take compliments with a grain of salt, and be honest when you hear something that you feel is negative. Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself if you have those weaknesses.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Yes. I will say that I love living in Texas just fine, but I do not love the loud trucks. Passing by. Oh. Yeah. No, that's good advice. We'll say it's hard to balance the taking a critique with a grain of salt. with your, I guess, your self-esteem as an artist.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get to that balancing point of like, no, it's just they're trying to be constructive. Like they need to point out the spots where I'm weak, and I am going to need work, and I have to listen to it. But also, like, if you listen to it too much and you let it eat you away, it can eat you away.
Yeah, and like if there's something that you're like, no, I don't agree with that, then you could
Yeah,
always go to somebody who's someone whose opinion that you value, and ask them. To be honest with you.
yeah.
Amanda says when critiquing someone, trying to dig deep and understand why you like or dislike something, it isn't helpful to just say that looks cool.
Yes, that's true.
Right, and that takes some knowledge on the person doing the critiquing's part too, because someone who doesn't know anything about art is going to say that looks cool and not know why it looks cool.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, if you're an artist and you're critiquing another artist's work, tell them what's working.
Like why it's working. Yeah.
Right.
I definitely had a hard time with that. Like when I was in school, like I could tell you if something looked good. I get it, it works, but it was really hard for me to learn how to tell people why. Why does that work? It's just learning the terminology of what the aesthetics are that you're looking at. So like your composition, cool, or something.
Right.
Did you ever get a really bad critique when you were in school?
Not one that stayed with me that I can remember, honestly.
Yeah.
And not, I don't know. I don't mean that to sound like I never got a bad critique. I'm sure I did. Um,
I think you may have probably gotten bad critiques in classes you didn't care about though, because you weren't really
yeah,
trying.
right. That's true. Probably with any of my 3D classes,
Yeah.
my jewelry class for sure.
Yeah.
I think I can tell you about this one time that it was not an art school.
Mm-hmm.
I had just moved here to Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
and I met this guy on DeviantArt who lives pretty close by here, and he was a couple years younger than me, and we decided to get together and do a sketch session. And he told me that like my faces looked too expressionless,
Mm-hmm.
and so he was right. Like I was like, man, he's spot on with that. Like I really need to work on giving my character some personality.
Yeah.
but it stung a little.
Yeah.
But I knew that it was true. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, you got to ask yourself, is it true though?
Mm-hmm.
Would taking this person's advice strengthen your artwork? You know, if you were to fix that area, and he was spot on. He was right. Like, it's definitely an area I needed to work on.
Yeah. I remember when we were in school, Amanda would always get like these praises from the professors, and she hated it because she was like, "Tell me what's wrong with it, though. I need to get better. I feel like I'm not learning." I never
Yeah,
had that problem. They always corrected me about stuff.
yeah, that could be frustrating though.
Mhm. Uh, oh my gosh, we're 41 minutes in or so, and barely at 91% battery. That's all right.
Good deal.
Thank you, Apple. I need to figure something out to go.
Yeah. Amanda says, "Just call me the oil paintings teacher's pet."
Yeah, yeah, I hated that teacher. That's okay. It's all right. No, I didn't hate her. She was just very dry with most people. And I remember this one time in class, she blew up at everybody except for Amanda. Um, it was close to the winter break. We were going to be off for a few days for Thanksgiving, and we had our final assignments already. So we had three weeks to do 3 paintings, and everyone started all of their paintings kind of at once. And so your progress is only going to be, 1/3 of what it would be if you had just focused on one painting. Um, Amanda, I think, had already done quite a bit. Like, she she had already spent like quite a bit of time on those paintings. I don't remember what those paintings were, but um, her name, the professor's name was Anne, or the teacher's name. Her name was Anne, and so she walks into class and she starts looking at everybody's paintings, and you can tell she's getting kind of flustered. She's like, "What? Why aren't you done with this one?" Well, we still have like 3 weeks to do it. I'm like, yeah, but you should be further along in this. Uh, okay, no, I should have enough time. Like, I still have 3 weeks. Um, and it's like she wasn't understanding that, like, we understand how much time we have, and we'd get it done. But yeah, she started, like, she gathered everybody up and like, listen, I don't know what you guys think is happening, but I don't think you guys are going to be done. You guys are probably going to fail this assignment because you're not done yet. You haven't done any of your work. Like, dang, all right. I thought I was doing pretty good. I had my whole piece plotted out, and then she said something like, "Man is the only one who's done any work here." I'm like, all right, take it easy.
Like, I.
No. Oh, okay. Amanda says that Mandusa painting #1 was in that group. So she had done a self-portrait with herself as Medusa.
Oh,
That was a cool series of paintings she did. I think she did like 2 of those, maybe 3. Um, I always like those. Those are pretty fun. Really fun idea. Oh, Amanda says there was about 3 or 4 of those. I only remember like 2 or 3 of those, and I think I'm making up the 3rd one. I don't know if you did that. Yeah. Hmm. All right. I got it.
what you gonna work on now?
I'm just gonna do like a Monster Mash kind of drawing. Do Dracula, maybe the Mummy and Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Kind of like that painting that Alex Ross did.
Gotcha.
I'll probably just do a bunch of headshots, though. It'll be all right. I'll figure it out.
Nice.
For the Universal monster movies, which one was your favorite one?
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
That was your favorite one? I gotta agree with you on that one. I'm always impressed by that movie. How well it was done for being in the what was it, the 50s or something like that. 60s?
Yeah.
No, I think it was the 50s, maybe even 40s. Old movie, but it was shot very well.
It holds up pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like the story was really good and the acting was pretty good in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with the stuntman able to go underwater in that outfit.
Yeah. Did you ever see The Shape of Water?
Nope, never have. Is that any good?
I liked it. It was pretty good. A little weird here and there, but
That's what I hear.
yeah, you get past that part, it's not a bad movie.
So, what'd you like about the movie last night?
Um, I like the concept of it. It was pretty good. The cast was fun too. And it was just an interesting premise for a movie. To be honest, I think I would have preferred something like a little more supernatural in there,
Yeah,
other than just like a straight up murder. But um, but it seemed very much like one of those like House of uh, Ghosts or something like that that DC and EC used to put out.
yeah,
It was just fun. It was a fun movie, fun idea, murder mystery and pseudo monster.
yeah. I like how the artist, what was his name, like Melcher or
Yeah,
something like that. They never come out and say that he knows that the guy's going around killing people.
yeah,
But I mean, you can tell, like from just the way he acts and his eyes, and like he knows what's going on,
yeah. That's why he gives that guy the addresses.
right?
He tries to like keep that deniability. Hmm.
I don't know if you caught it, but I guess there's a part two to that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, called The Brute Man,
Hmm.
and Rondo plays the Creeper again.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of need to find that. I kind of want to find it and watch it because
Yeah.
yeah, I really enjoyed that. Have you seen the Frozen Ghost?
No.
Has a Lon Chaney in it, and that guy who played the evil artist in this movie, he's in it.
Hmm. Do you know the actor's name who played the artist, the evil artist in this movie?
I don't know his name.
I was gonna
I
say
like him
because
though.
yeah, he looks like another actor, um, but I also don't know that actor's name. I think he was the bad guy in Patriot, the one that I'm thinking of, with Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
You know that guy that's like the cold blue eyes, and he's just like he just
right.
looks like a bad dude. Um,
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of him. I think it was just that like those eyes, like the dead eyes. Really? A helicopter.
Wow.
A helicopter over campus. Okay, that's fine. It's all fine.
You just can't catch a break, can you?
No, whatever, dude. Oh, Crystal says also playing an evil artist in The Frozen Ghost.
Yep.
He's typecast. Good for him.
It's that weird German accent that he has, or whatever kind of accent he has.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was French at first, but you're right. It's something else. I don't know what it is. The artist's name was Martin Koslick.
Hmm.
The actor. All right, thank you, Crystal. Martin Koslick. I've never heard that name before.
Don't know, but I like him. He did a good job playing creepy artist. And the other artist that was being framed kind of had this Jack Kirby vibe to him.
Yeah, he did. I was gonna say Frazetta, but yeah.
or actually, Alex Raymond probably more accurate.
Alex Raymond.
Yeah, because there's lots of studio photos of him like with models in his studio, he's showing from life.
Yeah. I thought that was funny, like the scenes where he would tell the model to stop holding the pose, and she would just drop
She
everything.
just dropped it. Yeah, like she was tired of it.
Yeah. I think I've really only known like one or two models personally, and yeah, that's probably true. That's what they'd like to do with their their props, is just drop it and leave. Hmm. All right. Hit about the hour mark, so I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit so I can feel them again. Mercy. The Mummy was also a pretty good movie for being made when it was.
The Mummy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Universal.
that's one of those movies where the monster like barely makes an appearance in the movie. It's like with Bride of Frankenstein. Like she's hardly in the movie.
Yeah, but that was also a really good movie.
It was, yeah.
I was very surprised when I saw that movie. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bad sequel to a movie that was okay at best. Frankenstein. No, it was not. But I was like, I'm kind of concerned about it. And then I saw it and I was like, wow, that's actually really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Is that the one where he meets Doctor Zaius or Doctor something like that?
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
God, I wish that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, can't remember his name. But the guy who shrinks people. Remember, he's got like a ballerina and like in a glass jar or something.
I don't remember that part.
Or am I crossing my movies? I thought that was Bride of Frankenstein.
You might be crossing your movies. I don't. Well, okay. To be fair, it has been a long time since I've seen Bride of Frankenstein. It's been over 10 years, but I do not remember that part of that movie. Not to say it didn't happen. I just I don't remember it happening. You said the professor that shrinks people. Um, my mind went to that that cartoon bad guy of what was it, Birdman? He used to shrink people all the time. He used to make things smaller. Um, Reducto. Do you remember that guy? Maybe not. All right. All right, folks. Give me 1 second here. I just need to make sure that my audio hasn't died on me for some reason.
No, you're fine. My microphone was on mute.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't remember Reducto. I never watched much of the Birdman cartoons.
The Harvey Birdman attorney at law.
Yeah, like I know I watched a few episodes with you, but
Mm-hmm.
that was so long ago, and I don't remember watching too many episodes of it.
Yeah.
You said his name was Reducto?
Yeah, his name was Reducto.
That's awesome.
He's a funny looking little dude. Bald with a little goatee and pointy ears. He's like super paranoid too. Walks into a room, he's like holding a gun to everybody. Back off! You keep your space.
That's awesome. Because that's how most little people are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so after this, you really don't have any more commissions to work on, right?
No, after our collaboration piece commission, that's gonna be it for me. I'm just gonna be drawn for poops and giggles.
So maybe next week then we can start doing an artist study.
Yeah, I can do that. Anybody you want to start off with?
I don't know. What do we want to study? I guess because that'll help determine the artist.
I mean, we could study Butch Guice. I don't mind pouring over his work some more.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll learn how he blows our minds.
Learn how to blow minds like which guys.
That's right. Really, you can study anything by Butch Guice, and it'll be time well spent.
Indeed. Listening to your outdoor sounds makes me feel very relaxed. I feel like I'm outdoors.
Right? It's like drawing with Bob Ross.
It's like I'm drawing with birds.
And the birds are listening to The Weeknd, and they're... Oh, God, it's so loud. They like their rap music, those birds.
Yeah,
The
they do.
subwoofers.
I think the crows got scared on that one too.
Yeah.
Crystal says it does feel refreshing.
Just wait till you can hear Imagine Dragons. Yeah.
It's a good thing we're not monetized.
Well, we're not gonna be now. Yeah. Do me a favor.
The sounds
Never
of
lower
nature.
the volume. God. Oh, that's nice.
I feel like I'm in Texas now.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, he's coming back.
Of course he is.
Got to make the rounds. Make sure everyone enjoys this music. Whatever, dude. That's why I'm drawing peace. I feel like I'm missing a monster.
What do you got so far?
All right, so I've got Frankenstein's monster, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Bride of Frankenstein, um, Dracula, and Wolfman.
You need Phantom of the Opera.
The Phantom Menace. I forgot.
Yeah, that's the one Universal monster movie that I have not watched yet.
Really?
But I mean, I've got the collection, and that's in there. I just haven't made it to that one yet.
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about the novel. God damn it. Dude. You are killing me right now. Why would you do that? Yeah, louder, please. Thank you. Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
That guy is so cool.
What's that?
That guy is so cool.
Right? You want to talk for a little while? I'm going to mute my mic because this is annoying for me.
All right. All right. So we're getting a little break from the sounds of Lubbock, Texas, in all its magnificent splendor. All right, let me show what I've done here so far. This third panel here, I did a silhouette to kind of block in my character over here, and did a lot of research into how Alex Raymond does his silhouettes, and he always highlights the ear. So I like that little detail that he does. So I kind of made that earlobe pop there. So that was fun.
All right. Can you hear me?
Is the music over?
For now. I think
Hopefully for not long.
Lower the volume if the cops drive by or something. I don't know.
Is it still those construction workers?
No, like this is across the way. This is at that performance park.
Oh, okay.
You know, by the architecture building.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess they're just testing out their speakers over there. I don't know what they're doing. I can't really see them from here.
I think they're testing your patience.
It's been tested. They have failed. That's right. I was like, I got amnesia from my rage. I couldn't remember what monster it was you said. Anyway, Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
Not a bad movie. It's a short movie. I don't think it's even an hour long, but
really,
or like it's just barely. It's like an hour and 5 minutes if it's that. But it's all right. I like the movie better than I like the book.
The Universal version, like the old one, black and white, or which one?
Yeah, the silent film.
Okay, not the musical, right?
No, I don't think I've seen the musical.
All right.
with
Just making
Gerard
sure.
Butler and
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson. But everybody in that book is real dumb.
It's real dumb.
They're real dumb, and they're needlessly complicated. Yeah. I get that you can get Stockholm syndrome, uh, but also I don't think she had Stockholm syndrome. I forgot what her name was. The leading lady of the story,
Yeah.
but like she's
So like Christina or something like that?
yeah, it's Christina Daae or something like that, and she's just way too concerned with how the ghost is going to feel about her running away with the love of her life. And she's very much still in love with the love of her life. But she's like, no, I can't. And he's like, why not? Because there's a ghost. And he's like, there's no such thing as ghosts. And then she's like, but there is. And that's pretty much the whole 7 hours of that audio book. And I think the leading guy's name is like Raul or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's just like such a crybaby about everything. Like, she doesn't love me. I want to die. I want to die forever. Oh my god. This wound, it cuts deep, and it's like for 45 minutes, dude. You're gonna cry about this for 45 minutes of the book. You better cut it out. Yeah. So the movie's pretty good though. I think the ghost is the only one that I liked, and he was the bad guy. Because he started playing with the police, the French police,
Yeah.
and the owners of the what's it called, the opera. He would send them notes being like, "Hey, you owe me money." They were like, "For what?" Like, for being here, for making sure this place doesn't burn down. It'll burn down if you don't pay me.
He's an extortionist.
Yeah, he's an extortionist. And they're like, "Nah, nothing bad's gonna happen." And then he ends up like seriously injuring like all of their cast members and like poisoning their lead actors and stuff like that. It's just he's a funny dude.
That's awesome. I like him already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So where does the Phantom rank amongst the Universal monster movies?
I mean, I won't say it's my favorite one or anything like that. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. Um, at least for me, it was. There's not a whole lot of story to it, but and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little, um, you know, not hokey, but there's not any emotional impact to it. I don't think. Um, but yeah, it's a fun movie. It's fine. For being such a short movie.
Yeah.
I liked it. I think I probably liked it more than the Wolfman. I like the Wolfman fine. It's just like I
Really.
said, my problems with that movie is just like it just kind of ends, and it doesn't feel like they just ran out of time for their movie and they were like, I just kill him off screen and that's it,
Yeah.
and then the movie's over. Um, Otherwise, it's a fine movie, but like that ending really brings it down for me. Um, and
It's funny because that's actually one of my favorite ones.
really,
Yeah, I just really like Lon Chaney's portrayal of um, that
Delmar,
character. Yeah. He's just such a tragic character, you know?
yeah.
You know, it's been a while since I watched Dracula.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while for me too. I did see what was it, the Dracula meets Abbott and Costello or whatever.
Is that the one where all the monsters are in it?
That's the one where two of the monsters are in it. There's another
Okay.
one where they meet the Invisible Man or something like that, and there's like four monsters in there.
Okay.
Yeah, the one with Dracula, it has I think it has the Wolfman and Frankenstein or something like that, and then the other one has the Mummy in it, and
Okay, so is this the one where they receive the coffin and they open it
yes,
up at night?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like that one too. It's such an odd like pairing or crossing, I guess, of characters.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool that like Bela Lugosi and
Yeah.
Lon Chaney were in it. Like, I think it showed that it wasn't those monster movies weren't just about like scaring people. It was just about fun.
Yeah. They were fun. Children of the night. I have lost my eraser.
You kind of sound like the guy from IT Crowd, the one that lives in the basement. What's his
Richmond.
name? Richmond. Yeah. The goth guy.
Yeah.
I like his character.
Funny guy.
Richmond.
Was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde a Universal movie or no? I don't remember.
You know, I don't remember either. Um, If he was, he wasn't a very prominent one that I can think of.
Because I know that there was like 2 movies made within a year of each other that were both Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I think the other one was called Jekyll and Hyde. But I don't remember if either one of those was a Universal movie or if it was just one
It
or
could,
none of them.
yeah, he could have been. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I know I've mentioned this before, but every time I think of the Wolfman, I remember Benicio del Toro's Wolfman movie. I really wish that movie had worked out.
What did you think about it?
It was just too slow. The story it just took forever to go anywhere. There were parts of it that were really good, like the transformation scene when he's in the mental institution. Um, that
So
was a really cool scene. But
how's it different from the original from Lon Chaney's?
Lon Chaney's. You'll have to remind me what the story is for the Lon Chaney movie, like why he goes to where he's at.
He goes back to inherit the castle. I think that his father's going to leave him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is, I think, the reason why he's going back. His father is sick or something like that, and so he's gonna inherit the castle. His father's played by Anthony Hopkins, and he goes back and he starts having these episodes where he like disappears, and then he has these vivid dreams of killing stuff, and then he'll wake up covered in blood. And so he thinks he's going crazy, and his family thinks that he's going crazy, so they commit him to a mental institution. And everyone there thinks he's crazy. Like they all think like, well, he's not, because I think at this point he starts to realize that he's some kind of werewolf, some kind of monster. I don't think they say werewolf, but like he's some kind of lunatic
Beast.
Oh. Yeah. And so like they take him into this, and you see it in the trailer, but they take him into this like observation room that they used to have in these old sanitariums. They tie him to a chair and they dunk him in water and they bring him back out, and that's like their electroshock therapy before there was electroshock therapy. And one of the times they do that, he comes back and he just starts transforming into a werewolf, and everyone starts freaking out. and that was a really cool scene. But like, yeah, it just once you get to that point, you've kind of hit the high note of that movie, and then afterwards it's just kind of like, okay, like nothing really happens for a really long time. You see the inspector, played by Hugo Weaving, and he's like on the trail of this werewolf, and he's like, "Oh, I know Talbot's a werewolf. I'll prove it one of these days. You just wait. You just wait for me to prove it. But he's a werewolf or something. He's a killer." He doesn't know he's a werewolf, but he thinks he's a killer of some sort. So yeah, and it just takes a really long time to get there. And, that change effect was really cool, but there are other scenes in that movie that, like, I guess they spent all of their money on that one scene. Like, the effects didn't pan out for the rest of it. But yeah, like, I'm tempted to watch it again to see if I like it more now that I've put some distance between me and my expectations.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll like it more, but I don't know. I remember being pretty heartbroken over it because I was like, they're not going to make any more of these, are they?
It's too bad.
Yeah, he was a good Wolfman too. I like him as an actor. He's so weird.
Yeah, I think Way of the Gun's still my favorite Benicio del Toro movie.
Yeah. Mr. Longbow and Mr. Parker. You consider that a film noir movie?
Which one?
Way of the Gun.
No, not really.
Really?
Do you?
Not initially, no, but like that's where it's categorized in like a lot of like streaming sites and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's considered like it's a type of noir. It's like action noir or something like that.
Interesting.
And I think it's because there's so many of those like dark, quiet moments.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it gets its noir title from.
I guess I could see that. I guess when I think of noir, I think of black and white movies.
Yeah.
Black and white film. It is more than just an action movie. It's a lot of character play, a lot of character not development, but just exploration, I guess.
Yeah. It's a character study.
Yeah.
Like I love James Caan's character.
The Bagman.
The Bagman.
Right.
Like the way he talks to people, like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's seen too much.
Yeah.
But one thing you can't assume about a broken down old man is that he's a survivor. And I was like, he's right. And that stuck with me.
I like his suicidal friend.
Oh yeah, Abner.
Yeah.
I remember his name because the news reporter that's very popular here in Lubbock, his name is Abner.
Oh, Abner Uresti.
Abner Uresti. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone now.
Yeah.
He keeps pulling him back into the car.
Yeah.
Man, what a great movie. And see, like, it has moments like that. Like, it's dark humor.
Yeah.
It's not just a straight action, serious drama or anything. It has like these little like light moments in there in the darkness.
Yeah, like when they jump into the fountain.
Oh, it lands on the glass.
And then you just hear them scream, ah! Because they don't show you what they just jumped into right away. You just see them jump in there and then, ah! All screaming. And then they show you the glass.
Yeah.
That's such a great movie.
And you never see that in action movies where like they take a misstep. They just always look cool. And then this movie comes along and it's like, no, sometimes you're going to jump into places and there's going to be broken glass. Yeah. It was a really good movie. It was a good cast.
It was, yeah.
It's kind of nice that it was like low budget, because if it was a higher budget, you might have gotten a different set of actors to play these characters that needed to be these quirky actors. And again, you would have also gotten Christopher Walken in there somewhere.
Yeah. It seems the kind of movie he would be in.
Yeah. I think he was supposed to be like a detective or something like that in that movie.
Really?
Yeah. Like that's what the writer wanted for one of the scenes that eventually got cut.
Hmm. What's another movie that's like Way with the Gun? That's a little different.
A little different. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah, that's another good one.
That's a really fun movie as well. Val Kilmer and Robert Downey
Downey
Jr.
Jr. Yeah, that
They played
was.
off each other really well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen like Robert Downey Jr. as like a hero type.
Yeah.
And then he gets his finger cut off. Is like,
Yeah.
like I don't believe it when it happens. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
was not expecting that. And is it the dog that comes and gets it?
Something like that. Yeah. He ends up like shooting a guy's ear off or something by accident. He takes out like, in a revolver, he takes out like, what is it, 5 of the 6 bullets or something like that. Like, yeah, there's only like a 5% chance now, right? Who taught you that?
That was Val Kilmer's character's name. Gay something.
No, it wasn't. It was Perry the Fairy or something like that.
Oh, gotcha. Amanda says, "Have y'all seen Rock and Rolla Up There with Smoking Aces?"
Smoking Aces is also a really good movie.
I've not seen Rock and Rolla.
I have seen Rock and Rolla. It's another Guy Ritchie movie. That's a fun movie too. I like that one. It's very much in the vein of his other movies, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and
Snatch.
Yeah.
Snatch was great. That's a classic right there.
Yeah.
You're like Brad Pitt's character in that movie.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Bobby or whatever. Mickey? Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Gypsies or whatever they were.
Yeah. Smoking Aces is one of those. I think it's probably one of the first movies I'd seen with a cast that huge.
Yeah.
That many famous actors in there. Then actors that weren't famous yet, like Chris Pine.
Yeah. That was fun to see. Interesting story idea too.
Yeah.
That's another one of those like character study movies. Like everyone's just so like quirky in their own way. They all kind of have to be in order to define themselves from everyone else.
Yeah, that was That's such an interesting movie. All the famous actors that were in it, even if they just played a small role.
Ben Affleck dies in like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, was there another one besides Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, like before that one? I feel like there was. I'm not remembering it.
I don't know. I think the first of that kind for me was Snatch. I don't think I've ever seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
So that one takes place before Snatch.
Okay.
Let me see. Because I want to say there's like a character. There's one or two characters in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels that show up in Snatch, and then they show up in Rock and Roll. I think it was that guy Michael Parks, like the old guy, the jeweler.
Yeah.
Remember Boris the Bullet?
Yeah.
I kill you.
I kill you. He like never died.
Never emptied like 2 clips into 2 magazines.
That had me laughing.
No, it was Boris the Bullet Dodger. That's what it was. It's like, why do they call him that? Because he dodges bullets.
Well, he gets hit by a car too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets hit by a car too. And he kills the guy, and then he just keeps going. Let's add some ink to this bad baby. 74%, not bad.
Yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That was a Shane Black movie, right?
Yeah. I think that's why they got him for Iron Man 3.
there was Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm. That was also a different kind of movie.
It was also a Shane Black movie.
Oh, was it? I didn't pay
Yeah.
attention to that.
Pretty sure it was.
Did you ever see any of the other Predator movies? Speaking of Shane Black.
All right, so the Predator movies I've seen are one,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen Predators with Robert Rodriguez that directed that one.
Yeah, that's the one with that skinny dude, right?
Yeah. And I've seen Aliens versus Predator. That's about it. I haven't seen. I still want to see part two.
Yeah. Part two's not bad. Got Danny Glover and I don't remember who else is in there. It's notable. Besides Predator.
Predator as himself.
Yeah. Some good stuff out there.
Yeah. What's a quirky movie that you like that other people would just think is weird?
Um, probably Return of the Living Dead. I don't think very many people would get that seeing it now. It's kind of stupid. Like, yeah, but I like it. It's my kind of stupid. Probably something like that. I think I was the only one who liked Prometheus. Very few people like that movie.
Really?
Yeah. Most of the people I hear talk about it are like, "Oh, that was a trash movie." Like, it had its moments. Um, like I'll admit that there are parts of it that are like, yeah, they could have written that better or handled that in a more like cohesive way with the rest of the franchise. But um, I still really enjoy just seeing like the aliens, like the transformations of people, the the effects on that movie were really fun to look at.
Yeah.
What about you? It's a quirky movie.
Hudson Hawk.
That's in Hawk. Oh, that's a good one. Bruce Willis at his finest.
Yeah. Just the whole concept so crazy, so cartoony. But I love it. The candy bars.
Yeah. What was the name of the explosives guy that they had? Do you remember?
Wasn't he Snickers?
Was that Snickers? That might have been him.
He was the nerdy guy, right?
Yeah, he was the one with glasses.
Yeah. I think he was Snickers. Because Kit Kat was the copycat guy. That was David Caruso.
Yeah.
Butterfingers was the big strong guy.
Yeah.
Almond Joy, I think, was the black chick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was Snickers.
So that sounds right. You know, it's kind of weird to say this, but what that movie kind of reminds me of is like a comedy version of Metal Gear Solid, with like the bad guys that all have their specialties and weird names.
Yeah. I could see that.
But I'm really curious about how that movie's going to turn out, Metal Gear Solid.
They're making a movie?
Yeah, they cast Oscar Isaac as as Solid Snake.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good casting. I could see that.
Yeah. He just needs to master that voice. Merle. Merle. No. And I hope he screams just once like he died.
Yeah, that's really good casting. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
So you see the image of him as Moon Knight?
I did. Yeah, that leaked in it. I think you tagged me in it, right? That was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm excited. Like, I've heard also some like not angry posting about it, but just like, oh, that's not really what I wanted. That's not the Moon Knight from the comic books. But like, I don't care, dude. It's Moon Knight. His costume is supposed to look a little different to translate on the screen, so they're not gonna put him in spandex exactly.
Yeah, I like that they made him look like a mummy.
Yeah, it looks Egyptian themed or something. Like he could actually be the priest of some Egyptian god. The Fist of Khonshu. I don't know if I talked about it last time. I read the new Moon Knight comic that came out. It's pretty good.
Which one?
The one that came out probably 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Or no, it would have been a month ago now.
Is it a new series or?
Yeah, it's a new series. They gave him his like 5th series now.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's pretty good. They gave him a new villain, Hunter's Moon, and he's basically what Khonshu wanted Moon Knight to be. which was this like blind fist of justice who didn't care about like morality necessarily. He just wanted revenge. Khonshu just wanted somebody out there killing people
Yeah.
in his name. So that's what he's doing. So it's pretty good. I'm excited to see what this writer does with it. It's hard to find a good writer. What's that?
Who's the writer on it?
Jed McKay.
Cool.
He wrote what's it called, Taskmaster, about a year or two ago, maybe a year ago. And from what I heard, he didn't do great on Taskmaster, but I didn't read it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like what he's doing with Moon Knight so far. It's I've only read the first issue. The second issue came out this Wednesday. I haven't read it yet. I need to go by the comic shop and pick it up. As soon as I found out Moon Knight was getting another series, I contacted them. I was like, hey, put that on my folder, please.
Well, that's cool.
So I don't know. Very excited to see what they do in the show, like what storyline they go with. Are they going to come up with their own new one? Because I don't know if there's like a defining Moon Knight moment besides the Midnight stories, where he gets that sidekick and then the sidekick dies.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. It would be cool to see like a Werewolf by Night appearance in there.
That would be cool.
I'm not going to hold my breath on it, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, they probably won't. That's too cool.
Yeah. I can see them maybe ending the season with that. Kind of like they did with the Dark Knight or Batman Begins, where they're just like, hey, there's a werewolf in town, check it out, Moon Knight. He's like, yeah, Batman. He takes off.
Okay, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh, Amanda says, Justin, what about Bubba Hotep?
Oh, Bubba Hotep, you're right. Amanda hates that movie, and I love it.
Why does she hate that movie?
I don't know, man. She goes to pizza places for chicken sandwiches. I love her, but I don't understand her.
That's true.
Yeah. Bubba Hotep's a good movie, though. How did you hear about Bubba Hotep? Because I heard about it from you, but I think you saw it with some friends, but I don't remember when or how.
No, I don't think I saw it with some friends. How did I hear about that movie? It's a good question. Because it was when I was in college, right?
I think so. It had to be, I think.
Yeah, maybe I did hear it from some friends. Might have been Joel, actually.
That sounds right. Joel would be into that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Joel's the one who told me about it. So, yeah. And it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. He was right.
Of course, just about anything with Bruce Campbell is going to be awesome.
That is true. I still haven't watched Ash versus the Evil Dead or whatever that was on Showtime. Did you ever see those?
No, I never did. I heard it was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Bubba Hotep's a good one. A soul sucker.
You told me we're fighting some kind of Bubba Hotep. Good music too. The King's Highway song that they play at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Surprisingly emotional for the kind of movie it was. See, when I have ink on my brush, it turns out fine. There we go. Okay. All right. Back to no,
Yeah.
no, not country.
Hear it coming.
God bless America. Yep.
Now I need to beat up Ford truck, man. In a
Great.
lone dirt road.
Mhm. I wonder if there's going to be some kind of event tonight because school starts back up tomorrow.
Maybe.
Good. Good. For those listening, if you don't know this, I hate country music. And I work at Cabela's, so it's a fun turn of events. Ryan Wynn, hey, what's up, Ryan?
Hey, Ryan. Yeah, it's always funny when people find out I'm from Texas and they ask me if I like country music. I'm like, nope.
No, sir. I wish I did because I hear it so much. Make it easier.
It'd be less annoying if I did. Yeah, Ryan, definitely. We love barbecue.
Dude, I'm all about the BBQ. But I'm not going to listen to, I don't know, Mud Dauber and Beach or whatever hit country music stars going on at that time.
Listen to Mudflap banging his banjo.
Mm-hmm. This world, honestly. Oh, it's a live band? For real?
Is it really?
Oh, no.
Even better.
Dude, come on, man.
Sound check. So, speaking of music, what's the last concert you've been to?
Last concert I went to was probably Greg Dooley. An evening with Greg Dooley or whatever that was called. It was right before I had my second stomach surgery. So that I could get fatter. It worked. Thanks, everybody. I went to my doctor. I was like, I think I'm dangerously overweight. Can I be even more dangerously overweight? And he said, yeah, I think we can make that happen. It was pretty good. No, yeah, it was Greg Dooley. That was back in 2018, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Something like that.
Oh, he saw the Aquabats. Took his nephew. I don't know the Aquabats. I've heard of them, but like I couldn't tell you any of their music. What kind of stuff do they play, Ryan? Is it better than this country music I'm listening to? That doesn't seem likely. I'm about to tell this guy that this sound check is not working out. He still sounds like country music.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please leave those cats alone?
Might have to call this sketch session a little early if they're going to be playing country music the whole time. I can channel a little bit of rage, but not a whole lot of rage into my art. Oh, no way.
What's up?
No, she's talking about Ninja Sex Party. Have you ever heard of NSP, Ben?
NSP?
Yes.
No.
That is an abbreviation for Ninja Sex Party. They're a comedy band. It's pretty funny. I like their stuff. Very
Gotcha.
fun. I think if you remember it wasn't last month. 2 months ago? When did we do our first stream? We talked about that video game YouTube channel, Game Grumps.
I don't remember.
It was a while ago. But yeah, that's what one of the guys that does that, he's part of that band.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like a parody of itself. Kind of like what was that called? Steel Panther or something like that, where they played songs that were just like intentionally over the top and crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I get you.
They're more of like an 80s synth kind of a parody band. Yeah. What about you? Was that the last one you went to as well? Yeah. Good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only concerts I've been to are the ones that we've gone to. I mean, outside of like Crystal and I going to see like Anaheim Steamroller during Christmas time, or what's the other band that does Christmas music? They're like the nemesis of Anaheim Steamroller. At least that's the way I picture it in my head. Just because it's more fun that way.
Anaheim Steamroller, and then Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah. See, in my mind, they hate each other.
They try to stake claim to Christmas music.
Yeah. They have like these battle of the bands that we're not privy to.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer, or do you kind of like both the same?
I think Trans-Siberian Orchestra has fun music to listen to. If I was just listening to it on the radio, But as far as putting on a show, I prefer Anaheim Steamroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more lights and spectacle and stuff.
No, I think Trans-Siberian Orchestra has more like strobe lights and that kind of crazy rock concert kind of feel. If that's what you're into, like me, I like Anaheim Steamroller. Kind of has like this story video that plays along with their music.
Oh, okay.
And I like that. But yeah, for me, I think the last concert I went to, yeah, if that was the last one you went to, that's the last one that I went to. It was the Greg Dooley. Before that, was it Joseph Arthur or was it the National?
The National was the one before that. Because the first concert you and I went to together was Joseph Arthur. I got you those tickets for your birthday, and then for my birthday, you got me the National.
That's
National
right.
Tickets. Fantastic presents. We know each other pretty well.
Good times.
Man, I am drawing off a screen this whole time.
It's all right. We had music.
Yeah, that's true. And that's probably why we got a whole 6 viewers right now. They're like, "Oh, a country music station."
Worst video ever to go along with this awesome music.
I'm gonna draw a trucker hat on this Wolfman real quick.
What's the next concert you want to go to?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of done. Like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to see Greg Dooley. Like, if I could go to another Greg Dooley concert, that would be cool. But like, I don't think I'd go to another National concert for a while. As much as I do love the National, like, I saw them play I saw them play Terrible Love, and that's the one I wanted to see live. It's one of, if not, I don't know if it's my favorite song of theirs, but it is one of my favorite songs. That song means a lot to me, and I got to see it live. And then that weird guy that we were standing next to. Do you remember that guy?
I don't.
National concert.
What was he doing?
He was like convulsing and stuff because he didn't know how to dance. He was drunk. And he was just like, he spilled a little bit of beer on me. But he was having a real good time. I didn't mind it. It wasn't. I could tell he didn't know how to respond to
express his excitement.
Yeah. So like, okay, fine, I get it. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine if I don't go to a concert for a while, but I got my concert bucket list out of the way already.
Nice.
What about you? Who would you like to see?
I would like to see Gregory Alan Isakov.
Yeah, he's cool.
And Lord Huron, I think, would be another fun concert to go to.
Those would be cool. I imagine they do small venues like the first Joseph Arthur one we went to with Greg Dooley.
Yeah.
Kessler.
Yeah, I would love to see Gregory Alan Isakov at the Kessler if he ever goes there.
Yeah.
He's the one that would really travel for it. Like I like Lord Huron, but like to me they're second tier to Gregory. Has Greg Dooley put out another album recently?
He put out one called Random Desire. That was the last one he put out. That was late last year. No, 2 years ago. When did I start the
Was
schedule?
was that with the Afghan Wigs, or was that solo? Or
It was solo, yeah.
okay,
And it has some really beautiful songs on there. There's a song called Lockless, and that's an incredible song. What a journey. um, that one, and there's another one called Scorpio, and another one called The Tide. Those are my favorite ones on that album. Just I don't know. It seems like, especially with Lockless, it seems like you can hear where he's like learning from his past albums, like what his strengths are even more, and like just really, really playing to them.
that's cool.
Yeah. So for me, that one, Lockless, is like a culmination of a bunch of songs that I like.
Yeah.
By Greg Dooley.
Ryan says, "I gotta run, dudes. Catch you later." That's you later, Ryan. Thanks for
Ryan.
stopping by, man.
Thanks, bud. That's good stuff. Have you listened to any new or found any new bands lately?
No, not recently. Pretty much sticking with what I know right now, just because. Just because.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Right, I haven't really made time to explore other stuff.
Yeah, I haven't really been in the mood to explore either. It's been a couple of years since I was like, surprise me, YouTube or Spotify.
Right. I did get back into Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos for a little bit.
Yeah.
A little spurt, maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they're an interesting band. They're So-and-Sos. This reminded me a little bit of Bright Eyes. That dude's voice.
Yeah, you know who I want to like, but I just couldn't get too much into his music was Sufjan Stevens.
Oh yeah, so he's got like one or two songs that are fun, but he's a little too weird with his musical choices.
Yeah, it's very experimental. Yeah, because it was after that first album that made him famous. What was that one called?
Feel the Illinois.
Yes. Yeah, this one has Chicago in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the album after that one don't remember what that was called, but that one was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really wanted to like some of the songs on there, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, I get that.
I was disappointed.
You know, I've been trying to get in. Well, not maybe trying to get into it, but just like hear them out. Like, let me see what all the hubbub's about. Tool. Um, and I get it. Not bad.
Yeah.
Um, not all of the songs are for me, but like, all right, it's pretty fun to listen to here and there. I don't know if you can hear it, but now we're listening to Tejano music.
Nice. That's Texas, man. Country and Tejano music.
It sure is. Well, I mean, to be completely honest with you, I don't care for Tejano music either, but I'll take it over country.
What? That's music from your gente, dude.
My gente.
Your gente.
You right. I don't know if I care for my hente's choice in music. My gente needs to work on their musical taste. And you went to a Metallica concert once, right?
Yep.
How was that?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not like Metallica fan.
Yeah. They came to Lubbock 2, maybe 3 years ago, before the pandemic hit, and tickets were like $300 if you wanted to stand outside of the arena. if you wanted someone to come out periodically and tell you how the show's going,
Right.
it was still like $200.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I don't think I'll ever go to a concert that is $200 a ticket.
Right.
I don't think I'll ever want to experience music that bad.
Live music too, like it's just hit or miss. You never know if the performer's
Exactly. Yeah.
really good live. There might just be better studio.
Or maybe they're having an off night, because that happens too.
Yeah, there's that too.
Um,
Like that's the one reason why I would probably hold off on watching Lord Hero on live is because I've heard on YouTube some other live stuff, and I feel like they're just better in the studio.
yeah. Like, I was a little bit nervous about seeing Greg Dooley live, because I've heard some of his stuff live, and it's like, he's hit or miss. Sometimes he's good, but like other times, like, I don't know if he's just tired from performing for so long, but his voice will crack, or like he's not feeling it or something.
Yeah.
But no, the show we went to, he was feeling it.
Yeah, he was spot on.
I get it. It's not one of those things where I want to spend my money on maybe seeing a good show.
Right.
I was gonna say something else about Metallica, and I don't remember what it was anymore.
GJ says, "Good afternoon, fellas." Hey, GJ, how's it going, man?
What's up, GJ? How you doing?
Justin's streaming from his iPad. Otherwise, he would highlight your comment.
Yeah, I can't really see it. Hold on, I might be able to see it here. Wait. Huh?
There you go.
Right. And now everyone knows what you said. You can't take it back now, GJ. It's good to see you, bud. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. And say hi back. Hello. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's going to be something along the lines of like concerts and stuff.
We're talking about Greg Julie having a good night.
Greg Julie's having a good night. Oh, hold on. GJ said something else. So, here we go. GJ Martinez says, I was watching ghost videos with my kids and saw on Twitter you guys are live. Yeah. We are awake and alive. Hanging out.
Yeah, we have not started on your commission yet, GJ.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're taking our time getting there because it's a it's a very unique request, so working it out.
Yeah. But so far it's going to look pretty good. Like our plan to put it together is going to look pretty gnarly. So you put on some socks you don't like, because when you see it, we're going to knock them clean off.
We're going to blow them off.
GJ says, I'm glad I caught you guys still on. Yeah. I'm glad you came by, man.
Justin talks like he's ready to get rid of you. Thanks for stopping by. See you.
I'm happy we've got guests.
Yeah. So you're watching ghost videos with your kids. What kind of ghost videos? Like paranormal? Like research stuff?
That's cool. He says, take your time. Blow me away, fellas. Oh, we'll do it, too. I don't think we won't. Did you know, I don't know if you have, like, Travel Channel at all? Or you get that?
I do not.
Travel Channel's basically just become Ghost Hunters' channel.
I have noticed that maybe a couple of years ago where Chris and I went on vacation somewhere and we did have the Travel Channel, that there's like there's quite a few ghost hunting shows on there.
DJ says he's watching Frostmare, the YouTube channel. I don't know what that is. What is that? That sounds pretty cool. Is it like Frozen Ghosts? We're talking about a Frozen Ghost movie earlier.
Starring Lon Chaney.
Yeah. And probably a ghost.
Amanda says best ghost show is BuzzFeed Unsolved.
You know what? I haven't watched that, but I've seen it on Amazon Prime. I've been meaning to check it out.
That's cool. I like bedtime stories,
Yeah.
and I like Mr. Ballin.
Mr. Ballin. I don't know that one.
Like he tells all different kinds of stories, not just ghost stories. But TJ says it's a guy that posts a whole lot of videos from across the world on the ghost phenomena and the like. A subject that intrigues me very much. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like all the paranormal stuff. Like for me personally, the most intriguing thing is Skinwalker Ranch
Oh my
and all
god, that's such a cool story.
like all the other crazy stuff that's happened around Skinwalker Ranch is
Hmm.
it's really piqued my interest. Yeah, I listen to a lot of coast to coast radio, and so I listen to all kinds of weird stuff, and it's really cool to go explore those things once I hear about them.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing to listen to is lore. Although recently I've been getting into another podcast called Cults, where they just talk about the cults in history, not just American history, but world history. GJ says Skinwalker Ranch creeps me out. I've seen one documentary on that subject. Yeah, man, it's super crazy. Like the amount of stuff that happened there.
Yeah, I think there's my favorite video on YouTube about it is read by George Knapp when he's at a MUFON convention, which is like a UFO convention. Um, he's like reading directly from his book, and it's just some crazy stuff. He's the guy who wrote the book on Skinwalker Ranch.
Cool stories, man.
GJ says, so what are you guys working on? From what I'm seeing right now, it's looking beautiful, guys. Wow.
Thank you, GJ.
Yeah. So I think Justin's working on just like a monster collage of like all the different Universal monsters.
Yeah, just like a monster mash kind of drawing. Just I wanted to draw something Halloween themed um, because that's just who I am as a person. And I decided to start sketching this out, and I started inking it, and I'm just kind of tightening up the pencils before I go over the inks with the rest of these characters.
Yep, and I am drawing a page from the Tricks and Treats book, that bonus story that I'm throwing in there. Just finished tightening up the script Friday night. And so I just started work on the pages yesterday.
Let me solo you real quick just so you can see how the progress you've made. I know you've made quite a bit.
All right.
Let's see this guy. Let's see. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, there you go. Gigi says, I love it when fellas like yourself come out of nowhere. I'm digging both of your work. Awesome. Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, so I can. So there we have the first panel. The camera can start dancing there. All right.
Yeah. That's an awesome panel. That's good.
Thanks. Yeah, and then I got like the father about to read the book to his kids. Right here.
Yeah.
And then kind of jump down here, start inking these faces since I have my brush available. But
DJ says those trees, man. Wow.
oh, thanks,
I agree.
man.
Who did you study to do trees like that? I remember you told me. I don't remember his name though.
Yeah, I looked at quite a few different artists. I think one of them was his last name was Spiegelman, and he did the Rocketeer comic book, the one that you have, like right after the movie came out. Do you remember that comic book that you had?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did lots of westerns, and so I liked looking at his western comics to see how he did trees and mountains and just a whole lot of the nature stuff. But yeah, that's who I looked at. But a lot of this is just I don't know if you can see there, but just a lot of just little scratch marks. Kind of weaving pattern, a little bit, almost like basket weaving, but with a curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I'll solo myself for a second so I can show off my shoes. No, it's my drawing.
I love that wolf man, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, that Wolfman came out pretty good. Pretty happy with that.
Like the way you lit his face.
Yeah. And that lighting right there is another thing I kind of picked up from Lionel Yu. The way he shadows the eye socket and then leaves a little bit of the eyelid underneath. Like that was one of my favorite things. How he was able to shadow almost everything in there, but still leave enough hint for like the form that shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, I can picture that and some of his cover work that he's done in the past.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it's going so far. All right. GJ says that looks absolutely sick, Justin. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look very healthy. I think you're right. I don't think hypertrichosis is good for you. I don't think it's that bad for you, guys. That's all right. Thank you, GJ. What do you think of these sweet shoes, huh?
I don't know, man. Those socks.
Don't worry about the socks. I'm working on the socks. Everyone gets hung up on the socks. Don't worry about it. I got some Mandalorian socks coming in.
Sweet.
No, every time I do look down and I see like my black shoes with my blue jeans, like dark blue jeans and white socks, I'm like, am I a rockabilly?
Only if you got the sideburns to go with them.
I mean, the sideburns go all the way through to my face. It's a beard, probably.
GJ says you guys definitely need more exposure. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I agree.
I think we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We're just starting off, and we'll get there. It'll be a slow climb. I'm not looking for anything, any kind of big jump in exposure and viewers right away. Yeah. Slow growth is strong growth.
It's sustainable growth, yeah.
That's right. And it's going to take guys like you to make it happen, man.
Definitely. I guess at this point in the stream is usually whenever I launch into, well, what are we doing and why are we doing it?
So, Justin, what do we do and why are we doing it?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. How unprompted. We are, well, not this particular piece, but we're working on stuff for our Indiegogo campaign that I forgot to post a link to again. And you want to look us up, we are on Indiegogo. You can look up Halloween Head Tricks and Treats Volume 1. You can back the featured tier, which is the Trick or Treat bag. I think there's only 2 of those left, if I'm not mistaken. And that gets you a commission from both Ben and I. And you get super sick work like this. Look at it. And yeah. So, we also have the just the book, and you still get like a little bit of swag. You get a bookmark and button, and yeah, we got some stuff in between there. So come check it out. If I were you, I'd get a commission though. But pretty sweet.
Good pitch, man. Good job.
I think I did such a good job. I might buy some. I don't know. I do want to also take this time to say thank you to everyone who has supported us already, either by purchasing a tier or sharing the page around, sharing the link around. We appreciate any support, anytime you take out of your day to throw our way. Does not go unappreciated. So thank you to all of our supporters.
Definitely. Yeah, it might not seem like much, but every share definitely helps and helps to spread the word out there.
Absolutely. We are at 23 backers, and we couldn't be happier. I really do appreciate everybody sharing the link and getting other people involved in it. Was it 23 or 24?
I want to say it's 24 now.
Is it 24? Okay. Yeah. And we were talking about this the other day, but like this right here is like the dream. This has been our dream for a very long time. Just to make comic books, have people enjoy those comic books.
For sure.
Feels nice to have supporters out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And since I'm taking time, if you want to like, share, and subscribe, feel free to do so.
Yeah, those birds are really singing.
Dude, I don't think that's singing. They're just screaming at each other. I think they're wrapping up construction behind me too. They're just slamming stuff around. but at least I can also still hear Tejano music.
At least.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna rain over here. I hear thunder.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like all I need right now is it to start raining too. That sounds about right though. I think it's good enough to start into. Tune in next week for a quieter, drawing stream.
Maybe.
Maybe. Unless you guys like this, I can find another construction site.
We can't promise anything.
Yeah.
Bird sounds like he's griping, complaining about something.
Yeah, he's probably complaining about all the noise. Inadvertently making more noise. Pretty good.
He's like, "Where's the country music?"
Turn
here
up
for
the
the country
Tejano music! Are you kidding me? This is my song.
This is my jam. Órale.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you. So the Agent Carter episode of What If,
Yeah.
was that Bradley Whitfield as the commander or the whatever, the general?
Whitford, yeah. Bradley Whitford.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, I know that voice. He's real snide.
Yeah. Good ear. I never cared for him until I watched what's the name of that? Yeah, The West Wing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I like this guy.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. He's always played bad guys or jerks.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Like, I did not remember, because I did not know who he was back then, but he was on Adventures of Babysitting. Played the jerk boyfriend who was dating someone else.
Yeah. I never saw that.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, good. Now I don't have an excuse.
Yeah.
dude, I just made like 4 mistakes. This bird is like tripping me out. I can fix these mistakes, but like, he doesn't know that.
He's in my head.
I've never heard
He's
such bird
mocking me.
profanity.
He's mocking me. It's a mockingbird.
You suck, Justin. You think you're better than me?
Robert De Niro?
Well, you think you're better than me or what? I heard you talking about my Frankenstein. You think I can't play a bird?
That's awesome.
That bird is losing his mind.
GJ said, oh, wow, I was wondering what that noise was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy bird.
I think that is called a grackle. They are known for being extremely loud and extremely mean.
I think that's called annoying.
Yeah. So, like, they have nests all over campus, and if you unwittingly walk by them, they will start attacking you.
That's awesome.
So, what the faculty or the facility managers do here is like they'll take like a 2x4 and they'll walk around campus, and then they'll like wedge the 2x4 underneath their foot and put pressure on it, and then let it go so it hits the ground and it makes like a gun sound, the shock sound, and it scares the birds away. And they try to get the pigeons out of there, like the architecture, so they don't poop all over everything. But
yeah,
they also do that with the grackles, and that's about the only thing the grackles will like respond to. They won't attack you if they think you've got like a 30-08 or something. Yeah.
This Texan's carrying. It's packing some heat.
All right. Bird does not give up. I'll give him that. He's persistent. Bird is like that guy that doesn't know he can't sing,
Yeah.
but he keeps going because he thinks it's the best. I am
He's
killing this. Now, granted, I've been known to belt out "Kiss from a Rose," but I do that for fun, and I stop after a little bit. And now the flies have found me.
yeah. Hey, Bird, come eat the flies.
Do something useful.
He's like, I'm already complaining at them. What else do you want me to do? That bird sounds like the Karen of birds. Let me talk to your manager.
I was about to say, like, yeah, he's just listing all of the things wrong with flies, hoping it'll break their spirits. I think it's working. But I will say, I still prefer this to the country music. Holy cow. GJ, I don't know how you feel about country music, but I am not a fan of it. Justin, you are an absolute saint. I would have strangled that bird 3 hours ago. Dude, if I could reach it, and if I didn't have to stand up to do it, heck yeah, I'd strangle that bird.
Oh, GJ, he just said that he does not like country music and didn't know how you felt about it.
I think you missed the country music concert we had just a second ago. You know what? I don't know that I would strangle that bird. That seems like it's too easy for that bird.
You know what you should do
Mm-hmm.
is get a Clint Black album.
Yeah.
And duct tape headphones to his little ears, and then turn it on.
Yeah.
And just let it play, like one song on repeat for a solid hour. See how he feels after that.
Yeah. This is what it's like talking to you, bird. No, I was talking to Amanda last night about having dreams and stuff like that. One of my, it's not really a nightmare. It's just like a really unpleasant dream that I have. I haven't had it in a long time, but I think I'm like hunting with Dad, and he shoots a bird, but it doesn't die. So he's like, "We'll break its neck, so it's it's easier for the bird." And I keep twisting the neck, and it never dies. It just keeps crying and like screaming out, and I'm like, "I'm sorry." And it gets to the point where I'm like, I've almost completely like twisted this head around like 3 times.
Oh,
Maybe
gosh.
this bird would have recovered if I had just left it alone, if it's this strong.
GJ, you are a man after our hearts because both Justin and I love synthwave as well.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, he says, I do not like it either. I like alternative rock, which we like alternative rock.
Yep.
Heavy metal, hip hop from when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I recently found synthwave and love it.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, GJ, I don't know if you've heard of Time Cop 1983, but if you have not, check them out.
That is an amazing artist. Some really cool stuff. Yeah. You know, I know as soon as I'm done with this stream, everyone's just gonna shut up and be like, "Oh, were you busy? Were you doing stuff?"
They're like, all right, time to pack up. Let's go home.
Are you done? Because then we're done. Okay.
The weird kid with the camera's leaving. Let's get out of here. Yep.
Good. Good. I think I'm gonna finish up Dracula here. I'll probably call it. So if that's acceptable.
Yep. Sounds good, man.
I think I've put our viewers through enough. Then I have to go mentally prepare for classes to start tomorrow.
Classes start tomorrow?
Yep.
What classes do you got tomorrow?
Tomorrow I only have one class. It's my intermediate accounting class, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I have a finance class. So it should be fun.
Sounds exciting. Better you than me.
Yeah. I actually like my accounting classes because my professor's cool. She's very understanding of like the subject matter. So she's like, I know this is not like very fun, but I'll try to explain it in a way that makes it easier to understand, like the way I wish I had been taught a couple of years ago. So she's easy to listen to about this stuff.
GJ says Time Cop 1983, Gunship. I can't read that.
Alex?
Calix, yeah.
Yeah. Trevor something and FM84, Hotel Pools, to name a few. Yeah, Gunship is pretty cool. They're kind of like a heavier sound, but yeah, I like those guys. Trevor something, he's got a good voice too. He's fun. He's fun to listen to. And FM84, they did a song with Time Cop called "Let's Talk." I think is what it was called.
Yeah, I think it is Let's Talk. That sounds familiar.
That was one of the first songs that I heard that I was like, yeah, this is my genre right here. That song is so 80s. It's got like, if you listen to it loud enough, I'm pretty sure you'll time travel. It's a good one.
All right, man. I'm gonna give my hand a break.
All right.
I'm stopping for now. This is probably the most productive I've been in a while. Like,
in terms of comic book stuff, like actually making it.
Right. Yeah, from like laying out the page to pencils and inks, like all within.
All I'm doing is erasing right now. I'll solo you so I can kind of show off what
the last 36 hours. Yeah, I made some pretty good progress.
There you go.
All right, cool. All right.
Looking good, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, there. Get my tape out of the way here. Already.
It's looking good.
Thanks.
GJ says my favorite song from Time Cop is "On the Run." Yeah, that's a fun one to drive to, man. When there's no cops around, of course.
Right.
And looking good, Ben. I agree, DJ.
Thanks, man.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's really good. That's really good texture. It's got a good feel to it. Like I feel like I'm watching a movie when I'm looking at it.
Thanks. Yeah, I've been trying to work on my scope that I draw in.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's coming across.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Westward Darkly. I think for me, "Back to You" is one of my favorite Time Cop songs.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a weird song, but Tokyo.
Dude, I love Tokyo. I agree. That's a really weird song, but I love Tokyo. Like, okay, here's the thing: if I was a girl, I could love that song and no one would bat an eye. But I'm not.
Right. Exactly. That's what makes it weird.
Take me woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
That whole album, actually, Midnight Run album,
the Midnight Drive album is
or Midnight
fantastic.
Drive, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Static is really cool to listen to.
yeah, it is.
But I would say I think my favorite song by them is called "Lovers." That's just like, oh my god, I could listen to that song forever. And if I listen to my play count on Spotify, or if I look at it, I'm sure I have listened to it forever. I'm pretty sure it just says like infinity next to my play count. But like that's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Lovers. I don't think I've heard that one. I have to find it.
Yeah, check it out, man. It's such a good song. Like,
Which album was that on?
I think the name of it was called Lovers. It was an
Okay.
EP album that they released. But yeah, like we talked about like some like story ideas, and I have this like tech noir story, but like I can listen to that song all day and just write for that story. It's just such a cool song.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. So I'll solo me real quick, just so you can see that before we go. That's how Dracula's turning out so far. Yeah, I still need to put the line work in there and really render him some more, but yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I really like the shading in the face.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's getting there. Anyway, yeah. You think that's good for our stream today?
Oh yeah, I think we're good.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to check us out on Indiegogo. Thanks to everyone who's already supported us. And we'll see you guys next week. I could probably do 3 o'clock next week, next Saturday, if that works for you.
Yeah, next Saturday at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Central Time.
Central Time. You want to do it on your channel next week, or you want to do it on mine? Or doesn't really matter to me.
We can do it on mine. I should have my hours should be turned over tomorrow. So
cool. All right. Yeah. Check us out on Ben's channel next week, and we will see you guys later. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching.